Hello, everyone. Welcome to chapter 78 of The Last Thoughts of a Busy Mind. For something called The Last Thoughts, it's been going on for quite a while. This one is titled It's Getting Hot. It's not a double entendre, it means the weather is getting hot. We'll get to that. The week that passed has been quite uneventful. Well, that's only half true. It's been uneventful in terms of personal stuff, like nothing of major importance had happened, unless you count the one of the uni classes finally being finished as important. I don't. Um, I've been doing the June thing. How did I forget? My drink for today. We just got into it. It's a non-alcoholic malt beverage, peach flavored. So it's I actually do like it quite a lot. And it's a brand that it says on the label been here since 1962. So it's a pre-revolution brand. They used to do beer, but revolution happened. We can't do beer, so we're doing non-alcoholic versions of it, which is much tastier. I don't like beer. It is very hot though. The drink, I should have gotten some ice. Anyways, I've been doing the June thing today. As I'm recording this, is June 24th. I'm recording this at 2:30 p.m. So yeah, not like in the middle of the night. I was incredibly sleepy through the night, so I just felt, oh, I'm gonna sleep. We'll do this today. It's supposed to come out on Friday. It will. Anyways, as I was saying, like I've been doing the June thing. It's June 24th, and it's absolutely killing me. Like I'm so tired all the time. Literally, right now, I watched the movie that I need to write a thing about, and the weird thing is, it's part of a mishap. I couldn't watch it yesterday, so already I'm breaking the rules. Um, I need to watch another movie. I need to watch. Do I need to tell you? Would Would it be a spoiler? I'm not gonna tell you. Watch the video when it comes out in August. And I do have an exam tomorrow, which I am not prepared for. Like I haven't read it at all, read the notes at all. Um, which is troubling, which is very troubling. I don't know if I have enough time. I don't really care. I will read it tomorrow morning. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I do have an exam tomorrow. It just is a annoyance, I guess, on my brain. And the thing is, okay, I need to explain this. Um, the Iranian months, I think I've said it before, are different than, well, non-Iranian months. The Iranian months, uh, to me, is more sort of structured in a way. Okay, I need to elaborate on that. Um, for example, usually the start of spring, for many people say like it's late March, but it's the first of Avadin for me because it's like literally the 3 months of spring. So because of that, like people say, spring starts as like 22nd of March, which is the first of Avadin. So for me, that means that it's more abstract, I guess. And like summer, where does summer start? Is it in June? Is it in mid June? But where does summer start? Till first, the fourth month in the Persian calendar, and that was this week. Like it's till third today, so it was a couple of days ago, and so summer isn't here. I am both a fan and a hater of summer. I am a fan because it's for most of my life, I've been a student for most of it. And summer is when the studies stop. You don't have to worry about uni or school. Funny, anecdote on that, I didn't actually used to love summer before I went to uni because my school, I used to go to this educational complex. Yeah, I was there from the first grade of elementary school to the third grade of high school. So that was my basically most of my education at that place. It was good. I don't have a lot of good memories. I do have a lot of good friends from there, but one of the things is in Iran, at least, the educational system needs to boast that, we're working your kids to death. So that educational complex, ever since the first grade in elementary school, they started the uh, school year, I guess, at like mid tier, which is like early July. So I really don't didn't have a summer vacation, like the 3 months of summer. I didn't have that. I had like a week before the last exam and the first day of school. And it sucked. It really sucked. I hated it. I hated it with all of my might. I wanted to scream and hit people because, anyways, the thing is that for me, like when I went to uni and for the first time, summer was free. It was like, oh my god, it was so fun. Why did I used to go to school for this shit? And so yeah, so that is like time of ease for me in a sense, but at the same time, I hate warm weather. I despise it. I'm not one of those people who like the beach and all of that. I hate it. Anyway, that's slightly hotter than a cooled room. I hate. And due to a mixture of reasons, we've been having a very hot summer, like very hot. And I hate it. Like, okay, because when it's hot, I can sleep well. Um, I am of the overweight variety of people. Like I belong in the overweight category. Let me take a sip of my drink. Because I do drink like sugary shit and stuff like that. And well, I get what am I trying to say? I get hot easier, and I am also on the heavy spectrum, heavier side of the spectrum. So I have a beard and like long hair, and I do have a lot of body hair, and I do like my beard. So it's not like a thing that I'm forced to have it. No, I do like it. I do like my face with a beard, but as you might have guessed, it's like a blanket for your face. I can't feel a breeze through my cheeks because it's covered with hair. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. And so I do get hot much quicker than probably most people. And I hate it. Like, I rather be freezing to death than boiling to death, obviously. And I'm always I need to be in a place where I can't feel the tip of my fingers. That is ideal for me. I know that sounds stupid, but that is really ideal for me. Yeah, I'm that cold because it's easier for me to get warm. Like, oh, I'm that cold. I throw in a blanket. I am, well, I'm fat, so I'm easier to get warm. And so, yeah, I throw in a blanket. I feel warm. But when I'm feeling hot, there is no way for me to feel cool. Like I can't drink cool drinks. It doesn't really work. The AC kind of works. It's not perfect. And on subject of ACs, like in Iran, we do have like water system that cool us. I don't think it's very fashionable or used in other places of the world. I'm not sure. I think other places use more HVAC. We don't have splits and stuff like that, and they're not apparently very environmentally safe. I might be outdated on this, but on top of that, I was going to talk about one of the reasons that we are experiencing this rather hot summer is the effects of global warming. Like, Tehran, the city that I'm in, is a mountainside city. Like, it's on the side of the Alborz mountain dam. Is it on the side of Damovan? Like, it's on the mountainside. It's supposed to be on the cooler side. Like, there are people in Isfahan and Yaz, and those are like literally in the middle of the desert. So yeah, those are hotter places. But Tehran is on the mountainside, so it's supposed to be cooler, but it's relatively not. Like, okay, I need to explain this. There is a city in Iran called Tabriz, and that is proper mountainside, and it's always been freezing lately. And I don't have family there, so I go there a lot, and I've experienced it being so freezing that you can't sleep outside, to the point that in summer you need to have a HVAC unit, and that, at least to an extent, is the experience of global warming and climate change. And it's an anxiety inducing issue. I fear it constantly, and I fear it because despite individuals do having a hand in it, it's more of a systemic issue as well. Like, a lot of the people who need to accept it are out of the scope of my work as an individual. Like, I can recycle, which I try to do. I can eat more environmental conscious stuff, which again I try to do. I'm not a vegan or vegetarian. I do eat meat, but in particular I eat chicken a lot. But um, I guess I feel I'm not a good person, I guess. I'm kidding. I don't believe, like, I do believe there is a better way of consuming meat, in a way that you don't have to have an all meat diet. Like, yeah, some days just eat potato or some lettuce. And I don't think, at least in comparison to more meat based countries, I don't think Iran is that big in the meat packing industry. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, as I was saying, it's a problem that, like, on an individual level, I can do stuff and I try to do stuff, but the problems are so much bigger. They need um, what do you say, mandates. Like, start helping people who use outdated cars to manage to get better one. Give them incentives. Give them, well, some, what do you call those things? Stimulus. Give them some stimulus in order for them to get better cars, and don't use these outdated gas monster that just swallow gas and spit out pure carbon. And it needs companies to be more conscious, which I mean, whenever has capitalism led astray? Like, whenever. I don't know a single instance of that happening. I'm pretty sure when given a choice between having more profits or saving the planet, the companies will choose saving the planet. Like, that is the thing we expect them, right? That is the thing they do. That's what they are famous for. God, the level of sarcasm there hurt me. And so it's an anxiety issue, and I'm stuck. I can't help it, and when can't help it, I feel helpless, and that introduces another loop of anxiety, which is bad. This episode is a mess, let me tell you. Because mainly, I'm talking about a level of anxiety that I cannot comprehend. Like, whenever I try to think of the scope of the climate change, of global warming, I get like white in the face. I cannot help it. It's incredibly dreadful. It's incredibly horrifying. You cannot help it if you go deep into what, even the fraction of what might happen if, well, unchecked growth goes unchecked. It will, to some extent, kill all of us. And I know that's like some fucking assholes out there. Yeah, humans are the true virus. Fuck off. This is serious stuff. And then you get to how we can help it, and you realize a lot of the ways to help climate change rests in the hands of like giant corporations, which will not give a shit as long as it doesn't affect their bottom line. A lot of politicians who will do anything to help those big businesses. Like the fact that climate change is still a, debate is fucking infuriating to me. It's not. It's not a debate. It's been proven. Humans do cause global warming. We need to address it. Because as much as I know a lot of people are like, oh, but, you use a laptop, you use a Zoom recorder. And like, yeah, but, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, there is a better way to stop the unchecked growth. Yeah, life won't be as convenient. But I do like the fact that I have a place to work on and to live in, rather than a place that I can't live in with every convenience. I might not have an easy access to my Zoom voice recorder, but that's the price I'm willing to pay. And I know the fact that I'm willing to pay it doesn't mean that, oh, everybody should be willing to pay it. I do have a certain privileges that made me, oh, yeah, you're willing to pay for that. Which is why, as I said, the scope is magnificently breathtaking because it's so many things tangled with each other. Yeah, I can't tell people, oh, don't use that old car because I'm in a place of privilege that I can say, oh, just go get a new one. But no, a lot of people can't. And a lot of financial institutions have fucked them over. So, in order for them to manage to get a better car, they need to have government assistance. Basically, let's not do capitalism anymore. And that is very hard when capitalism has made a lot of people very rich. And those rich people have a lot of influence. Fuck me, I've drank all of my drink. This never happens, by the way. I just downed like the last bit of the cup. This never happens. Like, throughout this whole 78 chapters, I've never finished my drink fully. Like, yeah, there was a time I used to drink out of like little bottles, and of course I didn't finish it then. But like even throughout the last season and this season, and half of the fourth season where I started gradually going from bottles to cups. I'm all grown up now. I never finished a full glass of my drink because I usually don't want to do that because it's annoying for you to listen to me drink stuff. So I usually take a sip at the beginning and very rarely take a few sips in the middle. But right now I finished the whole glass because I'm anxious, because I'm afraid, and because this is something so much bigger than me that I can't help it. And that made me feel awful because I should. I don't want to feel helpless because I don't want to be not doing anything. Well, I don't have enough time. Don't forget to send me a message on Anchor. Your message will be played at the beginning of the next episode, and you might shape a whole episode. If you're listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you listen to this on any other platform, there are ways of addressing me. Even on Castbox, you can put a comment there. I'll see you next week.